Pirate Legend is the first major step in every Sea of Thieves player's journey. But what's the point of Pirate Legend? I mean, Pirate Legend used to be really cool to get. It showed you were a pretty good player, but now it seems kind of useless, doesn't it? Well, today we're going to talk about if Pirate Legend is meaningless or not. And let me just clarify, this isn't me saying that Pirate Legend is useless and anyone who's Pirate Legend is bad at the game. This is just more so of a discussion on what Pirate Legend means nowadays in Sea of Thieves compared to what it used to mean. So nowadays it seems like everyone and their mother is Pirate Legend. So that can make Pirate Legend feel a little meaningless because it's not special anymore. But actually, if we take a look, according to Xbox achievements, only 3.65% of Sea of Thieves players are Pirate Legend. Now, at least to me, this number seems way off, as most people I feel like I meet are Pirate Legend. But the reason this number is so skewed is this takes into account everyone who's ever even just logged on to Sea of Thieves one time. And remember, Sea of Thieves is a free game on Xbox Game Pass, so there's so many people who have tried it, like one time, played it for a couple hours maybe, and never touched it again. So this isn't really the active player base, because if you take the percentage of Pirate Legends in the player base who plays this game, like on a regular basis, it's much higher. I'm willing to bet that at this point, if you've played the game probably for over a year maybe, I'm willing to bet probably 50% of those players are Pirate Legend. For me personally, I started playing this game around launch and I didn't get Pirate Legend until 2023, so I thought it was really cool when I got it. But I was kind of playing inconsistently from then. But now it seems like it doesn't really matter to me that I'm Pirate Legend. There's not much that separates me from most of the player base, because Pirate Legend doesn't really show any skill in my opinion. Nowadays, there's so much more stuff that if you have, it makes you look like a quote-unquote good player, like the Ghost Curse or Skeleton Curse. And I'm not saying everyone with those curses are good at the game, but what I'm saying is I think they're definitely better than 99% of people who do become Pirate Legend. And that's assuming those people don't just like lost farm or do the glitch where they just play against themselves on other accounts the whole time in Hourglass. But yeah, the only thing that really separates Pirate Legends from non-Pirate Legend players is there are some Pirate Legend exclusive things you can do in the game, such as doing stuff for the Athena company, doing the Pirate Legend exclusive voyages, but it's not really too much stuff that you can do as a Pirate Legend that everyone else can't do. I remember like back in the day, if people were using like the Pirate Legend ship set, everyone thought, they were the shit, like it was the coolest thing to see in the game. And now it's kind of looked down upon as like kind of a bad player if you use those for whatever reason. I don't know why that is, maybe just because everyone's doing it now. And like back in like 2018, if you were a Pirate Legend, that was really cool because the game was a grind back then. But nowadays, it's a lot easier to get Pirate Legend. And that's another point to this. Pirate Legend has become so much easier to get. There's people who get it in like 5 hours of playing. You see like those speed runs on YouTube of people who get Pirate Legend insanely quickly, like within a day of playing. And that's crazy, but that's also not the average player. Those are people who have already got it and they're already really good at the game. So I think for the average player, becoming Pirate Legend for the first time is a really cool thing. But then as you play more, you get to understand that it really doesn't mean anything, because I think once you're not a Pirate Legend, like when you start playing the game, I think everyone who is a Pirate Legend is really good. But then you realize you play more and more and more, and you become less of a casual player, quote unquote, and you start to realize, man, everyone is Pirate Legend, and everyone's doing other stuff to separate themselves. And like I said earlier, like going for those PvP curses, or other curses, or just stacking up a lot of gold, or getting good at PvP, whatever the case may be, people are doing other things other than just trying to become a Pirate Legend. So that once again brings up the question, is becoming a Pirate Legend meaningless? Well, it depends who you ask. Me personally, I don't think it's meaningless, because I think what you get access to as a Pirate Legend is well worth the grind of becoming one. Mostly like the Athena voyages and everything. I love Legend of the Veil, and I think that's probably the best thing you get when you become a Pirate Legend. It's a really fun voyage, and it pays out really well. So I think that can be worth it. and you get access to a lot of new cosmetics you wouldn't otherwise have access to. But if you're not really into that, then there's not much that gives you incentive to become a pirate legend. But if you're asking someone who's a lot more like competitive at the game and plays like a lot of PvP and has way more hours in the game than I do, like a more hardcore player, I guess, if you ask someone like that, they're gonna say no, it doesn't matter, because those type of people, they're more into like PvP and getting like the Ghost Curse and Skeleton Curse and Golden Ghost Curse and Golden Skeleton Curse. And those players are way better than me and way better than the average pirate legend. And to them, there's no real point in becoming pirate legend, because that's kind of a PvE thing. So I think it kind of boils down to how much do you care about PvE versus how much do you care about PvP. And me personally, I'm more of a PvE player. I dabble in PvP a little bit, but I'm in no means good at PvP, so I'll stick to being a PvE player for the most part. So I think if I had to just put it in a simple statement, I think pirate legend matters up to a certain point. I think if you're a new player, it's definitely something to work towards, but after that, it doesn't really matter that you're a pirate legend. It's just kind of like a badge, I guess. So it doesn't really separate good players from bad players, which is what it used to mean. But that's why I'm saying maybe it's meaningless now, because nowadays you could be terrible at the game and be a pirate legend. Since the game has been out for so long, people have had so much time to become pirate legends. So I think nowadays it doesn't really separate good players from bad players. I think now what really does is probably the PvP curses. But like I said earlier, those can be obtained in, I guess, kind of nefarious ways. Like you could lost farm, or you could just try to find matches against other people who are going to lost farm for you and let you get on big streaks. So while like PvP can be manipulated a little bit, I think a majority of the player base who has those curses obtain them legit and are pretty good players. But even then, it's getting to the point where Hourglass PvP has been out for like 2 years now, so a lot of people are starting to get those. So I think Rare is going to have to add some more stuff that's harder and harder to work towards. I mean, like the golden curses, if you have those, like the 1% of the player base that has those are probably like the best players on this game. But aside from that, I mean, that's really the number one thing to work towards right now. Like back in the day, Pirate Legend, like I said earlier, was just the coolest thing. Once you got it, it was amazing. But I think Rare needs to kind of update it a little bit. Maybe add something after Pirate Legend, especially now that they've increased the cap of the levels of each company. Because you just have to get to level 50 in each company. But now if you can get like 500 levels in each company. So maybe there could be something after Pirate Legend. I don't know what they'd call it, but something to work towards if you're more of a PvE player, so that you're a PvE lord. Because if you don't want to play PvP and don't care about the curses, then Pirate Legend is kind of the last thing you work up towards. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more Sea of Thieves content. I'm definitely going to be uploading more again. And sorry if this video isn't like super high quality. I'm at a new setup, so I'm trying to learn everything with this new setup. So again, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more, and let me know how you feel about being Pirate Legend.